On December 2nd of 2023, Maria Fernandez was playing in the ocean with her daughter when a shark decided to come in and ruin everyone's day. As soon as Maria saw the shark, she quickly pushed her daughter onto a play platform to get her out of the water. Unfortunately, the creature bit Maria in the hip and pulled her under. Thanks to her mother's heroic actions though, Maria's daughter was saved. Now, although an instance like this is rare, it is also true that sharks have and will attack humans. And if this were to happen to you, you won't care about the stats. The only question you're going to be asking yourself is, how am I going to survive this shark attack? Hello, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome to Laugh Pack. My name is Jeff, and today we are covering not only how to survive a shark attack, but how to avoid one altogether. I mean, other than the whole not going into the water thing. Okay, like we said, despite some truly terrifying tales of survival, you are highly unlikely to be duking it out with a shark anytime soon. That's not to say it doesn't happen. Just a few months ago, on December 4th, an American visiting the Bahamas from Boston was attacked by a shark while paddleboarding. A 59-year-old man was swimming about 500 feet from the shore at Noumea Beach on February 19th of last year when a 13-foot tiger shark swooped in and attacked, biting the victim's arms and legs numerous times. I will say it again, the chances of being attacked by a shark are astronomically low. But if you don't believe me, let's go over the numbers. The Florida Museum of Natural History's International Shark Attack File confirmed 69 unprovoked shark attacks on humans in all of 2023. And of those attacks, only 10 were fatal. Just think about it a minute. The world population is more than 8 billion people. Many of those live near or vacation on the coast. You have a greater chance of being taken out by your own lawnmower than you do a shark. Oh yeah, go look it up. Lawnmowers are mean. Now, before we teach you the steps that you would need to know in order to survive a shark attack, let's talk about what you can do to avoid one altogether. Again, besides just staying out of the water. First off, do your research. If there's been a shark attack in a location recently, maybe don't swim there if you're worried about it. And speaking of which, you might want to avoid Florida. Sorry Florida, but it's true.
Emotional damage.
The United States had 36 unprovoked attacks last year, and 16 of those are from Florida alone. That's 44% of the US total and 23% of the unprovoked bites worldwide. We're talking like a quarter of the bites, all from one state. I mean, check this map out. Yeah, those dots right there, they don't lie.
I swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Besides one state's entire coastal line, river mouths connected to the ocean is a great place to stay away from as well. These areas where the ocean meets up with rivers usually have murky waters. These are a favorite spot for bull sharks, which is one of the sharks most likely to attack a human, along with great whites and tiger sharks. You also might want to consider avoiding areas with fishing boats because most of these boats often discard fish or fish parts, and that's literally putting chum in the water. You're pretty much calling the sharks in for supper.
Come and get it!
Avoid dusk and dawn because sharks think you look like a seal in low light. They can't tell the difference. Don't wear shiny objects in the water, and finally, trust your instincts. Now, I joked about this earlier. If you feel wary about getting in the water, just don't go in the water. A lot of people who have been bitten previously actually said they had a weird sensation before that. Like they had an inner voice telling them to get out of the water, and they just didn't listen.
Let your instincts guide you.
Now again, although the chances of a shark attack are very slim, if Lady Luck really isn't on your side that day, let's find out the steps you can take to increase your chances of surviving these feral fish encounters. Number 1, don't panic. So you're the one who drew the short straw from Luck's hand and are being circled by a shark. The worst thing you can do right now is panic.
This is no time to panic.
Don't start splashing around. You're pretty much telling the shark, hey, buddy, you should give me a bite. Humans have hands. If we want to learn about something, we pick it up and we touch it. We feel it and we put it to our nose to give it a sniff. Sharks don't have paws or hands. What they do have is a big mouth of teeth. So if it wants to explore something, the only option it's got is to give it a bite. That's why we often get exploratory bites which don't result in death and sometimes don't even result in serious injury. Your best option in this situation is to slowly and easily back away towards the nearest escape route out of water. Number 2, eye contact. As the shark swims around you, try to maintain eye contact. Sharks are ambush predators. If you're turning around and facing it the whole time while it circles you, it's not going to be half as comfortable striking as it would be if it was to sneak up from behind. You should posture your body toward the shark so it knows you see it and you're following it. Then slowly again back away towards your exit to a boat or the shore. That's right, shark, I got you. Hold its gaze. Hold its gaze. Number 3, cut off the angles. If you're a diver and you run into one of these fin troublemakers, try to get into a position where the shark can't get behind you.
Stay where I can see you.
Keep your back to something like a coral reef. Then you've only got one direction to look. And you could be closer to a point where you can, that's right, slowly back away and get out of the water.
Wait, that sounds familiar.
Number 4, don't play dead. Okay, out of everything we've said, this is when it gets very real. If you are physically being attacked by a shark, remember, this isn't a bear, it's a shark. If you find yourself in an aggressive encounter, give it everything that you have. Punch, kick, poke, order 10 pizzas and put it in the shark's name. Whatever you have to do. When punching and kicking, aim for sensitive spots like the eyes, the gills, and even the nose. But make sure where you're aiming because just below that nose is a mouthful of very sharp teeth. Often the slightest punch or even a push-off can heavily dissuade a shark from continuing pursuit. Are you carrying anything with you when you're in the water, like a camera or a snorkel? If so, become a professional ninja and turn that tool into a weapon. A little nudge with a long rod even is often all it takes. Then, you guessed it, slowly back away towards an exit, while continuing to maintain that eye contact.
Alive! I'm actually alive.
Now I'm about to be more honest with you than my parents during the Christmas in '96.
What about sin?
Truth can hurt. Doing everything that we've mentioned may help to a degree, but the likelihood of escaping without injury when a big shark attacks is pretty slim. That is why you always want to use the buddy system, so you have someone that can help you if an attack does happen. I know that when I've gone to go swim in the ocean, I usually will make sure that I'm with a friend, preferably one that I can outswim and is slightly heavier than me. Kidding, not kidding. But I have 2 hopes for you. 1, that you never have to use any of the encounter tips, no matter how good they are. And 2, that you like the show. And if there is a survival situation you want us to cover in the future, let us know in the comments below. Hit subscribe so you don't miss out on future content. And if you did like the episode, let us know by smashing that like button. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.